Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about the Battle of Liege. It's also known as the first battle of World War I. Hope you guys will enjoy the video. If so, please leave a like and subscribe, and here we go. It is 1914. World War I just broke out and Germany is doing the Schlieffen Plan made by German General von Schlieffen. It said that Germany was to invade Belgium and Luxembourg to try to flank the French army. But before they could do that, they had to capture the city of Liege in Belgium. The Von Schlieffen Plan had little room to error, so if something went wrong, the entire plan would be derailed. They only had 2 days to capture Liege. There were 12 forts around the city of Liege. There were 6 small forts and 6 big forts. They were placed 7 to 9 kilometers or 4.3 to 5.6 miles from the city, and the gap between the forts was about 3.8 kilometers or 2.4 miles. The forts were placed away from cliffs so the enemy could not conceal their attacks. The Meuse forts were armed with a total of 171 gun turrets. The forts were garrisoned by a mix of infantry, artillerymen, engineers and support staff. The forts were known to have some shortcomings, the ability to resist heavy artillery, and they have never been modernized. The Germans were pounding it with heavy artillery. The bombardment exposed the shortcomings and it was only a matter of time before it became uninhabitable, let alone respond to an enemy attack. The German forces defeated the troops assigned to defend the interval between the forts, penetrating to Liege and taking it before the first forts had surrendered. It is estimated that the German army had 28,000 to 31,000 troops at the Battle of Liege, and the Belgians had 32,000. The 7th of August, Erich Ludendorff drove in and convinced the garrisons to surrender, but the battle continued. The surrounding forts fought on and several attacks by the German infantry were costly failures. The fort's mission was to delay the enemy for the time required for the Belgian, British and French army to mobilize. The forts were supposed to resist the siege for about a month, based on estimations made in 1888. In 1914, the forts were completely outclassed by much more powerful German artillery. The Germans had the 42 cm Howitzer called the Big Bertha. It was therefore a surprise that the forts resisted as long as they did. So the Liege fortifications fulfilled their role, stopping the German army long enough to allow the Belgian and French armies to mobilize. The battle took 11 days, and some historians might claim that if it wasn't for this battle, the Germans might have taken Paris and World War I could have been lost. Anyway, that was it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like, subscribe and all that jazz. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.